So now after you've downloaded Blockbench from the website, this is the home screen of what Blockbench looks like. In order to create a new model, we go over here to the left and select a generic model. We'll select box UV. Per face UV is for certain scenarios where you have like a plane that you want to be transparent on both sides. We'll name our file whatever we want. And the texture size should be in multiples of 16, like 16, 32, 64, and 128. So we'll just do 16 for right now. Here on the right side, we have add cube and add group, which will be good for adding our cubes and organizing with our groups. And the groups also function as bones for the rig. So you need to organize in terms of limbs. But anyways, we'll add our first cube right now. And in order to orbit around our selection, all you need to do is hold down the left click and drag it. And now you can see we have total control of our camera. Right click is pan. And the middle scroll wheel just zooms in and out. So we have a few options here at the top. We have move, resize, rotate, and the pivot tool. We'll get to the pivot tool in a second because it's very important for rotating. So move, as you can imagine, moves the cube. And Blockbench functions in terms of pixels. And if you're looking at the bottom here, you'll see that this is 16 by 16 wide. And you can also type in the size from this over here. So now you see we have basically just made the size of a Minecraft block. Everything functions in pixels. So resize tool is basically what you just saw over here, but it's more tactile rather than the numbers on the right side here. So you have a sense of like what's happening before you start using this, because this will be good to like manually type in like hundredths of pixels that you can't access from like the regular resize tool. But it's still good to know like where your object is growing here. So you can see that it goes 10. If I want to do a hundredth of that, do that. But in order to know like which way the cube is growing, it's just nice to be able to like quickly grab it and transform it like that. Rotate, so rotate functions as you would expect. And you can change where the object is rotating from right from the pivot tool. The pivot tool is extremely useful for this reason. So now before it was rotating from like 5 pixels down, and now it's rotating from the center. There's also a global rotation, and if we now that the object is rotated, there's an actual difference between global and local. You'll see that the XYZ sphere has changed. And local just means that it's rotating according to itself. There's a X, Y, and Z axis. You can see that the local is rotated here. And then global is going up and straight. So you don't have to worry about the diagonals that your local has created. See? Okay, great. So those were the basics on resizing, rotating, and transforming.